What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Mountellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Mountellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
Yep. Alright, I don't know. How old are you, Saray? How old are you, man? How old is life? I don't even know. Let's just get this going. I can only record one more episode, so... There he is. We'll slowly walk our descent into, proving ourselves to him, I guess. Telling him what we learned, all that stuff.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer.
Dunno if it counts as one.
There are humans out there just like Heldalf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldalf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
Really are an idiot.
Yep, Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray.
Can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? It makes sense now.
Old man,
Now then, show me!
Let's go! Oh, I need to get him. Fighting is how it works. How it would... Okay, so it doesn't really matter who I have out. That's fine. I did gain a level from my, like, battles or whatever. I don't know what I was originally, to be honest with you. So, in my whole doing off-screen stuff, I really have no idea. I guess we're forced McLeo. I had Lila and Edna in the party. Zavid is, of course, the same level as us, while Edna is the lowest level still. Yeah, Lila's been really helpful in the 2 boss battles that I did, so she's been fighting a lot in those. If you guys are curious, I went and fought one of the, like, special bosses in the... it was one of the caverns. It was like... It was where we got an Irish gem, but we didn't have to fight anything for it. I believe I did try fighting it once, and I, like, lost immediately, and I was just like, nope. But I cut that out for you guys. I think that's what I ended up doing. Yeah, I pretty much had to help. Like, once I figured it out, my best friend was also just kind of like, yeah, I think they're random. Nowhere it said they're random, but honestly, it should have. But, you know, hang on. You're in the thingy here. Me and McLeo, though, bros for life. I'll just say that much. Bros for life. Gotta get my TP up there. I did also check out Lila's Crucible off screen too. It was like the reason I scrapped that episode mainly because I was just like, you know what, I don't know what I'm doing. I can't figure this out. I need more time. I'm not gonna waste time recording, so I didn't even end up finishing the Crucible. I just kind of like quit. And yeah, I just needed a lot of time to kind of figure things out. I really hate the Irish gems, but you know, this last one, the one that you didn't have to search for to get, was probably the best one. Just because I don't know, it was interactive and cool, and you could actually walk around in cutscenes, which was nice. But I really liked the little added detail that they did. It kind of made up for it. Can you Panacea bottle me here? Thank you. I'm not gonna like be like, oh, I'm not gonna forgive Namco for doing this bullshit just because that was nice, though. I'm not forgiving them for that. Here, let's go ahead and do this stuff. I'm not forgiving him for that, so.
Open the floodgates! Bubble arrow!
Hello. I guess, you know, I don't hate them for it. Everyone like needs a good search quest eventually, but I'll admit it could have been done a bit better. Hey, bro, knock it off! I didn't mean to bubble arrow this shit. I just want to do some like fancy stuff. There we go. And by fancy stuff, I meant Mystic Art. I had 5. I felt like doing it, so. And now we can unseparate. I really like being armatized, but at the same time, I like having 4 party members, you know? I'm really excited to see how Zestiria kind of handles everything, and yeah. I don't know, I am getting, you know, a little bit better now that we kind of know the whole story and everything. I'm a bit more intrigued by it and less hateful. Cause yeah, when I was searching up that stuff, I was just pissed off. I don't know if you guys follow me on Twitter, you saw I was just angry at the fact. So, but it's all over now. No more Irish gem hunting. The one he gave us was the very last one. 16 out of 16. We had to find 15. But we're done with that shenanigans now. There's still... Oh, hello. God damn, it was like raining money. I wasn't sure what that was. There's still one boss fight that I know is in the game, and I don't know when it's gonna happen. I suppose it's gonna happen relatively soon, or it's optional, one of the two. I'm not too sure about that. Because I know it's there, I've seen a YouTuber upload it. I haven't, like, oh god. I haven't, you know. I kind of want to Edna, but I just hit right on accident. Oh god, no. I think he just got Rose in that. Alright, guys, here's the part where I do a little cutting out for you guys as I...
Tiger Blade! Dragon Fang! Dancing Flames! Crown Fire!
Splitting Torrent!
Breakthrough! Burning Charge! Purifying Flames! Breakthrough! Scorch Valley!
Piercing Explode! Raging Tide!
Here! Blade of Fire! Burn away!
Alright, we're almost there, we're almost there.
That's it!
Here. Oh, there's his Mystic Art again. Okay, well, I'm far enough away to not get hit by it. This is the second time he's hit Rose. So... he just keeps getting her with those Mystic Arts, that's for sure. I mean, you just saw I did one of my own. I apparently also completely missed that. But Michaelia's the only one to have died. Lila hasn't died or anything yet in this fight, so... she's burnt. Let's Panacea bottle her. So she can be healed just in case she needs to. If you ever go up. There you go. Let's see if we're close enough to get that. Yep. You go, Rose, you go. He's on 1,000 left, so we're almost done with this fight, so long as he has a Mystic Art at the very last second to kill us both. So I'm going to try not to stay in the same vicinity as him, that's for sure. There we go, see? See?
You're pretty much screwed.
Oh dear. Someone will revive.
Well done.
There we go.
What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option with Heldolf as well.
But Maven, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief. I shall end this. Luminous Saber! It is a damned shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zavid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again?
No.
If the shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me!
Okay. Press L1. I am, okay.
This is my answer!
It didn't even show him being shot.
Maven?
Oh, okay.
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you've... Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rollins, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
Hooray? Hooray? Yeah?
I've prepared.
How are we gonna explain this to people? Like, we're just gonna say he died of old age? I guess, maybe, I don't know. Well, this is where you're resting forever now. I wasn't expecting that. I'm still... Oh, maybe... Well... I don't know. Maybe that boss fight is like in between the sections or so. I don't know. I do want to do a bit more research, though. Just because if, like, we're going to, like... Oh, well, here's this. Never
If
mind.
we cut the tie between Mountellus and Heldolf, we'll be home free, right?
I'm not so sure about that. He's strong enough to use the Earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
Right. We'll probably have to purify all the malevolence attached to the land as well.
Is that right, Layla?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Saray, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
For sure.
Alright, I suppose. I'm gonna end this episode off here, though, guys. I'm gonna just do... Like, there's a purple star over there. I mean, that's where it was, but who knows? There might be something else there. But I do want to check out some things before we head all the way to Lasia. I can't remember. It's been forever. I know they just said it, but it's just, you know, my memory and these noise-canceling headphones. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this episode, and if I'm not in the same spot when we come back, then yeah, that's probably because I did some research. But yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!